Hi there, Gemini. Thanks for joining me for the May of 2018 Tarot Scope with Animal Totem cards. I'm not quite a little discombobulated here. Let's get ourselves together. There's something kind of big happening this month, which with the Uranus is changing signs into Taurus. So we're going to take a quick look at that too once I get these cards laid out for you. As always, we're going to be using the Rock'em Tarot deck, and then we're going to follow up with the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. This is Gemini 2018 May. With this deck, this is my own creation, and I purposely made the letters kind of squiggly and stuff so that it could potentially morph into something else, and let that happen. If you look, if you say, God, I thought that said da 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 da, that is the way that your spirit guides can talk directly to you, and you can get messages through these cards. So definitely allow that to happen, okay? Or if just a word pops out at you too, that's another thing. You know, let those words move around and do what they're going to do. Do their thing, right? Okay, so we're doing Gemini, so this is going to be your 12th house, right? Gemini, yeah, 12th house. So, Uranus in your 12th, that's a weird kind of vibe. Your psychic energy could really become more aware at this time. You could definitely be getting some crazy dreams. People from the past could be showing up out of nowhere. And really, this is kind of more towards your rising sign. So this month, and all months, you should look at with the tarot reading, sun, rising, moon. But this month in particular, you definitely want to check that rising sign. So for Gemini rising, that's your 12th house. You know, some people will say, oh, you're solar. I don't want to get too much into astrology, but basically, check your rising sign, okay? So 12th house is unconscious, hidden. Things could come to light. It's kind of a weird energy, you know. The 12th house is your house of where you'll have spirit guides and stuff. So this could kind of things could start being made aware to you. You might have some insights or recognition of some of these things. So it's kind of subdued, but it's kind of unearthing these hidden things in your subconscious mind and stuff. Kind of cool. Alright, so let's take a look at this reading. The first card out was the Five of Swords in reverse. So something that was a long-standing argument or disagreement could be resolved. Now you do have Justice in reverse here. So some of you, it could be something about an actual legal battle or legal case that you're going through. If not you, maybe somebody you know. The fact that Justice is in reverse, you know, that seems like it's negative, and it could be a little bit on the downside. However, there's some really, really favorable cards here. So I don't think it's like just a win-lose situation. If you could still be like, you may have been done an injustice, and this turns it around and rights the whole thing and makes it right again. You could be involved in a long-standing battle, and maybe you don't get everything you want, but you still get a good portion of what you want. That's the main, really the strongest vibe that I get. I don't like that the injustice is here in reverse, but look, you've got Wheel of Fortune, you've got Sun, you know, these are some fabulous cards here. I always tell people, you know, it's no accident that I put Wheel of Fortune on the cover of my deck, because it's such a good card. It draws luck, fortune, you know, prosperity, so it's a very good card to have in your spread. So it could also be saying, too, if you walk away from something because it's just like, forget it, I'm done fighting about this, I'm done, I'll take your offer, I'm done. Will could say, you know, what goes around comes around. So maybe you didn't have your day in court exactly how you wanted it, but what goes around comes around. It's karmic, too. So they'll get theirs, in other words, you know, so don't be too concerned about it. The Sun is like like these two are probably the best cards in the deck. The Sun is so good a card. You're you know, you're shining, you're glowing, you're full of life. And by the way, the Sun is moving into Gemini on the 20th of this month, and happy birthday to all you late May Geminis out there. I didn't mark it down, but yeah, if you're born in late May. So you're coming into your solar return. That's what this is telling us. Your solar return is your major power time every year. It's your personal new year every time. It's always on your birthday, give or take a day, pretty much. You know, one day before, the day of, one day before, the day of, the day after. You could have a chart run to be exact, but it doesn't matter. Your birthday is the day to do it on. Also, your new moon will be next month. Your new moon every month is very powerful. But when the sun enters your sign on the 20th, that's the third time of the year. Every year, as the sun moves into Gemini, it's this powerful time to make wishes and manifest your reality for the coming year. It's also, I have that great astrology report available. It's a great time to order that for 22 bucks. It's, you know, very affordable. It's like 60 pages. It gives every aspect with explanations for the whole year, you know, so that's, if you want, check it out. But at this power time, when the sun's moving into your sign, the wheel is here, you don't want to be too, you know, worried about this. Take it for what it is and move on, because there's better things on the horizon for sure. You know, you've got this card about moving on, moving past. Now, you know, technically this could be you. This is the air sign person, the Aquarian, the Gemini, or Libra. But I'm feeling in this case that it's more about this, whatever this is, whatever this injustice is. I feel this is the person who you have the beef with, or you have the injustice with. And because this is, what are you moving on from? This. This also, the King of Swords in particular, can be a lawyer or somebody, or the judge. I'm going to say it. I mean, this isn't what I would say, but I'm hearing somebody saying the lawyer screwed me. That's not what I heard, but I'll just say it a little bit nicer. Oh, the lawyer screwed me over. So for somebody, you may feel that way, but you're still going to get some money. Things are turning around. It's your solar return. Don't focus your energy on this negative, 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 because there's so much positive. The sun and wheel are in your spread. I mean, that doesn't happen every day. So this is your power time. Grab hold of it. You know, the wheel also talks about cycles, you know, and going around the wheel. And that's exactly what the sun has done. It's traveled around to the place of your birth, and it's made its full cycle. Things have come full circle. I'm going to put that down. Birthday. So it's a great time to make your list. And with Uranus, there's this extra boost there. There's this extra boost of electricity kind of going on, you know, because Uranus will go into Taurus on the 20th, or 15th rather, and the sun on the 20th. So by the time the sun goes into Gemini on the 20th, Uranus is already in there. Uranus has already made its transition. So make a list of what you want. It's better to make a list of what you want than what you don't want. I've never been a fan of resolutions. How people do their New Year's resolutions. You know, you don't want to emphasize things that you don't like in your life. You want to focus on what you do want. And it's a powerful time to maybe light a candle, say a prayer, do a little bit of, you know, writing things out in a journal. It's fun to do that. I do that often. I'll write things down and I put them in the drawer under my altar. And you pull them out later, and it's just like, oh, wow. And then you can look down the list and say, well, this did happen, this did, you know. And, you know, most of the time, the majority of the stuff does happen. I think there's really something really powerful about actually writing it down and writing it out, especially for Gemini, because that's what you rule over. It's Gemini, third house, Mercury, that rules over writing. So writing it out can be very powerful for you. Okay, what is the animal totem card for our birthday Geminis this month of May? The hawk. Zero in on what you want. Hawk's powerful. Perched high above, you peer down on the world below. Zero in on your target, then act swiftly with a mighty force. You have the ability to soar to great heights. Yeah, this is a time to soar to great heights. This isn't a time to say, well, I didn't get exactly what I want. I'm telling you, whatever this is, what goes around comes around. They're going to get their comeuppance, or what's coming to them. It's not up to you to necessarily be the judge and jury or the punisher. They're going to suffer. You don't worry about, don't focus on that suffer, especially now at that solar return. You don't want to be focusing on suffering and negativity. You're going to get something out of this. It's going to be resolved. Maybe you're not going to get, this is what I feel, you just don't get 100% of what you want. I feel like you get a good portion of what you want, and it frees you up. It frees you up to move on. You've got this powerful sun energy. You've got this powerful wheel. The Hierophant is a group or organization that you may become affiliated with or become a part of. Some of you could be starting some great new job with like a Fortune 500 company, that could be, or even going back to school or something like that. So It's a time to move on, let it go. More money's coming your way, more luck. Wheel of Fortune's luck, money and luck. And you're just glowing and shining because it's your solar return. So use that energy for the positive, okay? All right, Geminis, thank you so much for tuning in and everything you do, by supporting my channel, by liking, sharing, commenting, and donating. It makes a big difference, even if it's a small amount. Ordering the astrology reports, ordering the readings that I offer, ordering the decks, books, the t-shirts, it's all, you can find that all on my site. Some of you said you can't find me. If you can't find me, you can always hit that subscribe button down there and you'll never miss a forecast. Have a great birthday, a great month of May, and I'll speak to you soon.